Okay, so chapter 8.4. This is factoring when there's no coefficient in front of x squared. All right, so all the factoring we're doing so far is no coefficient in front of x squared. I'm going to actually teach you some methods right now. The first one, it's guess and check, right? And this may be the only time that guess and check is actually the preferred method, all right? But how are we going to guess and check? We know that because a is 1, that this is going to be an x and an x. What we need, though, is the factors of 30. Maybe you've guessed already, but I'm going to show you a little way of guessing and checking. We could list the factors of 30. 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 4 doesn't go in, 5 goes in, 5 and 6. So there's our factors of 30. All right. Now, we look at this sign. That negative sign tells us that these two signs are different. Because these two signs are different, that's the only way we're going to multiply our lasts to get a negative number. So we have to have two different signs. So in these factor pairs, one is positive, one is negative, which means instead of looking for a sum here, we're really looking for a difference. We're really looking for two numbers that have a difference of 7, because one of these numbers is going to be positive and one is going to be negative. Well, these two numbers have a difference of 7. So we have a 3 and we have a 10, and we need this to be positive. So if we multiply the middles, we get 3x, and the outers we get, or the inners, we get 3x, and the outers we get 10x. We're going to want the 10x to take over. So we're going to want that to be positive so that the 7 can be positive. All right. Now think about this. We're done, by the way. This is the answer. This is factored form. Okay. Now, if you were to take this factored form and multiply it a couple sections ago in the chapter, we would do firsts, x squared. We would do outers, negative 3x. We would do, oh, actually that's inners. And here's outers, plus 10x, and then minus 30. Okay. Now, this statement is exactly the same as the first statement. It just doesn't have the like terms combined yet, right? So another method that we're going to talk about, I'll do this in the next video, is called splitting the middle term. That would be to go from 7x, or sorry, x squared plus 7x minus 30 to x squared minus 3x plus 10x minus 30. This is exactly the same as this, and then doing something with this. I'll show you what to do with that in a minute, all right, or on the next video, rather. All right, let's do one more example. Let's take a look at x squared. So this is a different example. X squared plus 9x plus 18. Okay, now, again, guess and check means we're going to take the 18 and factor it. I'm going to do a little factoring over here. 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6, and I think that's it for 18. So we have a trinomial. It's quadratic. It has just x as the first term, so we're going to have, or x squared as the first term, so we're just going to have x's. And here, because this is positive, we're looking for two numbers that actually add to 9. Okay, two numbers that actually add to 9 are 3 and 6. So we're going to put 3 and 6 over here. And we're going to put both pluses because these have to be the same sign and they have to be positive in order for this to wind up positive 9x. So if we were to FOIL this out again, by the way, this is the answer. We're done here, but we're checking this. This comes out to be x squared plus the outers are 6x, the inners are 3x, and the lasts are 18. And this, of course, combines to be 9x, so this checks out fine. Okay. Next video, I'm going to show you splitting the middle term, a method I don't really like, to be honest, but it is important as we go into things where a is not equal to 1. I'm actually going to show you another method after that called the diamond in the box, which really is splitting the middle term with a graphic organizer. So that's where we're going with all this. I hope this helps.